Alrighty, let's move on to the next game up, and sheesh, folks. Sheesh. Alrighty. Make all the Dolphin jokes that you want. We've got no problem with it. But, before we break down this game, we are going to say this, and we believe this 100%. We wouldn't say this if we didn't believe it, so we are going to say it right now. If Tua does not get injured in this game, the Dolphins win this game 100%. There is no doubt. There is no question. The Dolphins win this game if Tua is in for the entirety of the game. Jacoby Brissett is nothing great, and we just saw that last night. We never really liked him when he was playing for the Colts in the backup, and that's why they had to settle and kind of get Phillip Rivers, and then he seemed to be settling again, with Carson Wentz because of the injury again. We're going to get there, folks. We're going to get there. But yeah, I mean, Jacoby Brissett is definitely not the answer. The man's not looking comfortable or even efficient throwing the ball. Everything was kind of dink and dunk. Doesn't really have that big arm or anything, the big deep throw accuracy. The Dolphins' offensive line is another huge struggle here. I mean, the Bills just absolutely obliterated the line every single time Tua was dropping back to pass and literally obliterated him and gave him no time to throw, and then ended up injuring him with bruised ribs. And so far, it's looking good where there's no, fractures or breaks in the rib cage or anything like that. It's talking about all bone bruises at the current moment potentially, or just pain tolerance to get him right back out there. So hopefully he's still good to go for next week, because this Dolphins team is not going to win with these receivers, especially with Jacoby Brissett. I mean, all these receivers are truly tier 2 wide receivers or below, and we saw that last night as well. I mean, nobody could hold on to the damn ball here for Miami. So a true bad job by everybody except the Dolphins defense, who kept them in the game kind of the entire time until halftime came, where, the realization started to settle in for the defense. They're like, it doesn't matter what we do, the offense is going to do nothing with it. So, we can get the turnover, we can get the takeaway, we can get the great field position for them, but, they're going to flounder. They're going to either fumble the ball themselves, or Jacoby Myers is going to get knocked out of field goal, or Jacoby Brissett's going to get knocked out of field goal range. But whatever happens, regardless of where we set the tone for starting field position for the offense, they're going to come up with 0 points, and then just the floodgates opened in the second half when, that inevitability started to settle in here for this Dolphins defense. So I'm not going to give credit to Josh Allen too much. I know his fans and, the Buffalo media is still not that impressed with Josh Allen. They'll take the 35-0 win over Miami, the division rival. I mean, absolutely. They'll ride that high, and they'll ride this win all the way till next week until Josh Allen's back out on the field, potentially struggling again. And we are going to break down Josh Allen again on our Wednesday's film studies, a little bit of a deeper dive into these games, truly seeing what Josh Allen was putting out there. But let's start here with what the Bills did last night. So Josh Allen goes 17 of 33 for only 179 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Let's get this completion percentage up. Once again, it's not looking that great, folks. We didn't see anything great week 1 completion percentage-wise, and here we go week 2 at 51%. So, man, oh man, nowhere even close these first 2 weeks where he was last year. There's still a lot of games to be played and a lot of throws to be made. So, obviously these are, working assertions as we work our way through the season, but Josh Allen is truly going to have to step it up a lot. I mean, like tenfold, if he wants to get back to where he was last year, where we really kind of expect him to be. So we'll give him, maybe a small benefit of the doubt. He's still only going into year 4, so maybe the first 3-4 games we'll give Josh Allen a little bit of a free pass, a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but we really have to start to see him turn it up at some point, and I think we're going to start truly getting in on and going in a little bit harder on Josh Allen by week 5 if his kind of passing game isn't sharpening up. But he had 2 touchdowns, well done, of, cashing in points. The Bills, they had great starting field position on their first 2 drives. The first one, because of a big old punt return, they start at the Dolphins' 46-yard line, and they do cash in with the touchdown. We get a big 46-yard run there by Devin Singletary. And then their second drive, they start at basically midfield because the Dolphins go for it on 4th and 2, and unfortunately do not pick it up. So the Bills, 2 straight drives starting with great field position, and they cash in both times, once thanks to the running game and once thanks to Josh Allen. So great job there by the Bills to be ready to get out to the hot start, but that's why we are so confident in saying if Tua played the entire game and didn't get knocked out because of the injury to the ribs, that they would have won, because the Bills struggled to move the ball for the rest of the first half. They fumbled the ball. Who fumbled here? We get Zach Moss fumbling the ball. Unfortunately, they lose possession. Their next drive, they have to go 3 and out. Their next drive is the Josh Allen interception. The next drive is another 3 and out. The next drive is a 4 and out. Their next drive is a missed field goal. So, the Dolphins were in position to put up points in the first quarter. Unfortunately, turnover on downs, and they turn over the ball with fumbles and interceptions. Unfortunate there as well. But, if Tua was out there, and just kind of the running game was able to kind of get established as well, because you have your main guy out there at quarterback. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to shrink the playbook and all that. The Dolphins make it competitive in the first half, and then that second half is totally different. The only reason why the Bills blew the Dolphins out in the second half was because of the overall circumstances surrounding them that we just mentioned at the top. I'm not taking anything away from Buffalo. Still shutting out a team is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm still giving Bills the credit here with a 35-0 win, folks. I'm not trying to take anything away from the Bills. I'm just saying, don't put too much stock in this win overall. So when we talk about the Bills next week, and we all have to kind of reset and take everything with big grains of salt of everything that we just saw, we have to kind of truly put this win in a little bit of perspective here. We'll still give credit to everybody on the Bills for the big old win, but let's temper down the big overall celebration of this 35-point win here for the Bills. Alrighty, what else do we got here for Buffalo? We got Devin Singletary, 13 carries for 82 yards and a big old touchdown. We saw that, we just talked about it, the 42-yard run there for the touchdown. Well done. Josh Allen ran 5 times for 35 yards. He did not fumble, so that's good. We talked about the Zach Moss fumble. Now let's talk about who Josh Allen was throwing to here. Here we go. Stephon Diggs, 4 receptions. He was the leading receiver here for 60 yards and a touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 receptions for 48 yards. He had a big catch on one of these touchdown drives. I want to say this second touchdown drive. Yeah, here we go. 35-yard pass to Emmanuel Sanders to the Dolphins 6-yard line. Great catch there, but that's really all he did all game. I love seeing that, because I truly want to see Emmanuel Sanders be a huge weapon here for this Bills team, and a huge reason why the Bills are successful this year, and a huge reason why Josh Allen is successful this year, as I hope is Emmanuel Sanders, opposite side of Stephon Diggs. But I kind of got excited watching this game because Emmanuel Sanders coming off real early on, but then he just kind of sunk into the background here, which really was the entire Bills passing game for the rest of the game. After those first 2 drives, the Bills really could do nothing when they had to go the entire field, and the defense was truly pressing up. You got to give credit to this Dolphins defense. They tried their hardest. They put their team in the right position to go out and take advantage and win the game. It's just unfortunate the offense of the Dolphins without Tua is just truly not great. Will Fuller being out truly hurting this team again here. So Devontae Parker tried his best, but he dropped a wide open touchdown in the end zone. I mean, geez Louise, we'll talk about this game a little bit further on our Wednesday show, our Wednesday film study. I said we're going to talk about Josh Allen, and we will watch all of these turnovers, because all came at worst times here for the Dolphins, and these receivers not being able to catch and hold on to the ball. It was truly killing the Dolphins last night. So now let's talk about Miami. Let's start here with Tua. He only got 4 passes off before the Bills. I mean, this man's been taking shot after shot this entire season, folks. It's only been 2 games. I mean, this man has been big hit, like enough for an entire season. And it's only been 2 games. We just saw that last week against the Patriots, where Matthew Judon absolutely, literally, like spears the kid. 100% legal, and it was a great hit. And we talked about it last week, but Tua gets up. No big deal, kind of brushes it off. A big hit, though, but, these big hits keep piling up, and, he'll go down like he just did. So, I mean, this Dolphins line is truly going to have to get 1,000,000,000% better if they want any chances to win another game this entire year. Hopefully, Tua isn't out too long either. So Tua, 1 of 4 for only 13 yards, basically didn't even play any in this game, truly unfortunate. So we bring in Jacoby Brissett, who is truly nothing great here. Big dink and dunker. 24 of 40 for 169 yards. 24 completions for 169 yards. I mean, folks, that's truly dink and dunk. Not even close to that 10 yards average per completion, which we really want to see you do to really kind of not classify you as a dink and dunker. But Jacoby Brissett, big dink and dunker out here, big time. All right, so he goes 24 of 40. That completion percentage is 60%. That's really not that great. Nothing special. No touchdown and interception as well. Let's see where this interception came. All right, here we go. It came in the first quarter, and luckily, once again, the Dolphins defense holds. They throw a pick, and they don't let the Bills capitalize on that pick. And once again, let's highlight this Dolphins defense. The Dolphins fumble, and then they go off and pick off Josh Allen on the very next drive, and then they have a turnover on downs, and they force a 3-and-out. So it's truly the Dolphins defense. I mean, it gets no credit because of the offense not being kind of super impressive and super explosive, where we kind of have other good teams with great defenses like the Rams that have complement good offenses. You can kind of say the same things about the Ravens. They have good spurts about offense. They did give up about 34, 33, 35 points against the Chiefs last night. But, once again, Lamar Jackson with that explosive defense. Same thing with the Chiefs. They do, Tyrann Mathieu had 2 picks. Absolutely fantastic. Love that dude. We're going to break him down when we get to that game. But, the Chiefs defense gets talked about because they have, Patrick Mahomes on the offensive side. I mean, this Dolphins defense is truly top tier in this league. I'll call it top 5. I'll even call it top 3. Don't test me. But they get no respect. They get no recognition because, the offense is truly underwhelming as heck. So nothing great by either passer. We got to make a move. You cannot rock with Jacoby Brissett. You got to bring in somebody else. The man just cannot move the ball, and we've seen this time and time again. This is not a good backup quarterback to have. This is a backup quarterback. This is a person that plays quarterback. That is it. He does not get you that chance of a 50-50 chance of winning these games as a backup. He is not Ryan Fitzpatrick. You get a 50-50 shot with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Jacoby Brissett, you get like a 10% chance of winning the game or even moving the ball or even scoring a point. And that's no disrespect to Jacoby Brissett, but it's just what he is. It's unfortunate. So nothing great passing here. We'll see what they do this week. We'll keep you guys updated. The running game isn't going to get out to a good start because, they're going to be playing. They'll let you pass. They'll let Jacoby Brissett throw all over them. They know it's not going to happen, especially with this wide receiver core. So the Bills didn't allow this rushing game to get out to a good start either, or even a good game. Myles Gaskin, 5 carries for 25 yards. Malcolm Brown, 5 carries for 21 yards. Salvin Ahmed, 6 carries for 27 yards. But they just never, what are we talking? We're talking about, 15, 16 carries here. Running back by committee did okay, but just nothing big, nothing explosive, nothing consistent right here. And, that's to be given, to be expected. Alrighty, let's talk about these Dolphins receivers. Leading receiver, Jalen Waddle, 6 receptions for 48 yards. He did fumble. We see it right here. Jalen Waddle fumbled and lost it. Jakeem Grant fumbled and lost it. Truly unfortunate. Devontae Parker, 5 catches for 42 yards. He also dropped a touchdown in the end zone. Truly unfortunate. All of these, everybody here, truly floundering. Mike Gesicki, the tight end, 3 catches for 41 yards. Myles Gaskin, 4 catches for 21 yards. So true big disappointment here by the Dolphins yesterday. And hopefully Tua isn't out too long, but they get shut out, folks. Truly bad. And we'll see if Josh Allen can keep improving or trying to improve in week 3. And here we go. We get the update on Tua here. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa underwent further tests this morning on his bruised ribs, and my understanding is those didn't reveal any major issues. X-rays were negative, so it'll be about pain tolerance and functionality moving forward. Raiders await Sunday in Las Vegas. So we'll see how he goes. Pain tolerance is seeming like what is going to hold or not hold Tua from playing or not playing this Sunday in LA, in Las Vegas, not Los Angeles. So we'll see if he's good to go. Hopefully, praying on it.